What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about the top 5 most underrated golf Wang sneakers. So let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so once again, this list is not in any particular order, but I tried to make it relatively in an order, so just keep that in mind. Now moving on to the list, we got, starting at number 5, we have the Tricolor Cherry Palm Vans. I think this sneaker is underrated because this kind of was the sneaker that was the flame sneaker before the flame sneaker existed. And I remember when all the sneakers came out for Cherry Bomb, that was the one that sold out first, I remember, because I was trying to get the tricolor one before, first and foremost, but it sold out on me super fast, and I had to settle with getting the orange one, which now looking back at it, that is my favorite one. So in a weird way, it did work out for me. But after it sold out though, I feel like the hype on that specific colorway just really died out, and then as time has passed even more, I just see really crazy prices for all the different checkerboard ones, and I just don't hear as much hype for the tricolor one. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the prices are for those. They might still be really high like the rest, but I never hear anybody say like, man, that colorway is really cool. I always hear people talking about either the orange one or the pink toed one. So I definitely had to put this one on the list because, I mean, it was the flame shoe before the flame shoe existed. Now the next one, number 4, is going to be the Crock Golf Fleurs. Now I talk about these a lot, and I talk about how underrated they are because they really are underrated. I think there is some hype to them, but I think it's only because they're limited. I think it's only because of the 333 pairs there are of each colorway. If you took that away and made it regular numbers of the rest of them, I think nobody would care about them at all, which is a shame because I do think that colorway is really fun, especially the green one. I don't feel as strongly about the other two, but I think they're all executed just as nice. It's just the green is the more preference for me. I've talked about these a ton. The numbering, the gold stitching on the Gothel Fleur logo, the unique box to it, and then the clothing collection that went alongside with it, all just very flawlessly done. And I really never hear anybody talk about them like that. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Now the next sneaker we're going to be talking about, number 3, is going to be the black colorway of the Mono collection. I just think this colorway is underrated because I think it got diluted from all the other Mono colorways. Now I feel like all the other Mono colorways can be kind of boring. It's just kind of like whatever. At the time when they did come out, it was pretty exciting because it was, first off, the first colorways to have the smooth suede and the fat laces, and second off, it was just colorways that are very simple that you could really wear with anything, because the rest of them were all a little bit louder than you would like as far as a shoe that you're gonna wear every day. But this whole pack was something that if you got a pair of these, you could wear them every day with any outfit if you wanted to. And I just feel like the black colorway was just really quietly swept under the rug because of that whole pack just being kind of quiet in general, of just not being very exciting looking back because there's so many smooth suede options out there now, and there's other ones that are wearable that are out there now. And I just also think that one thing it should get credit for is I think it's really cool, the colorway with the contrast white stitching. Nobody talks about the stitching on those and how it makes it look very similar to like just a casual colorway of the Vans old school or something like that. I don't know, I just really appreciate that one, and I feel like obviously with the black white color scheme it has the most resemblance of a skate shoe too. Now coming in at number 2, I actually own these as well as I did own the black Mono collection pair, and this is the two-tone pink colorway. I just was looking at prices of some of the Gothel Fleurs, and these don't go for as much as you would think, surprisingly, which just kind of shocks me because I see when I look at all the colorways for the original 3 colorways that came out, with the green, the tan, and then the yellow colorways, those all go for a decent amount of money. And I understand why this green one does, because this was the one that was in the fashion show and it was an original colorway. And I just feel like the pink one should get that much credit as well because, I mean, same exact construction as the one in the back, and it also was one that was initially a colorway that was thought of before this whole Converse collab. So I think it should get credit for that. I know for me personally, I was really excited for the pink one because of seeing it in a lookbook with Tyler of the original thing before the Converse collab. And I think that hyped some people to a small degree when it happened, the hardcore Tyler fans, but I think that's been very forgotten now. And last but not least, the most underrated Gothel Fleur sneaker, or Golf Wang sneaker, is, I think, the Converse G, especially in the Meerkat colorway. Obviously, I own this pair, so I'm a little bit more biased to it, but I've really been liking these, man. Anytime the weather is bad, I do wear these. And look, they look like they're brand new. At least on camera, they do. And I mean, even in person, there's not really any flaws to it. The back kind of starts to crease up, which is kind of annoying. You can't really see it unless you see it in person. But yeah, they just hold up really well. The construction of these is really nice. And one thing I feel like that is underrated about this sneaker is this sneaker has actual cushion to it. Instead of just being a flat-soled sneaker, this actually has an actual foam cushion that can actually absorb impact when you're walking, so it's just way more comfortable than the rest of them, as well as being just a wider fitted sneaker, so that fit is also very comfortable as well. The materials are pretty on point. I've seen a lot of quality issues with this sneaker, but especially this colorway, very underrated. I saw a lot of people really excited initially when the bananas came out. Everyone was all over those, and I still feel like everybody still likes the bananas the most out of all of them. Then I feel like it's the tans, and I think this is last, and I think this should definitely be at least second, probably first in my opinion, because this is the most wearable one. I see this as more wearable. At least maybe it's more for my situation, being in a cold climate, that this is the most wearable colorway of them all. But I really appreciate these for what they are, and it really excites me for the future of Golf Wang sneakers because I just enjoyed these so much. So that's pretty much gonna conclude the video, guys. Let me know down below if there's any specific sneakers you feel are very underrated from Golf Wang, whether it be the Gianos, the One Stars, maybe one of the Chucks that came out, or one of the Vans that came out. Let me know all of that down below, and please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video as well, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more Golf Wang, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Is this your first Shuttleboy video? Have you been here before? If not, I really recommend you subscribing. If you really like all this Golf Wang stuff, this is what this channel is about. If you like these sneakers, you definitely should see some more. We go over a ton of Golf Wang here, whether it be the latest pickups or Golf Wang grails. Definitely come here to subscribe and watch more Shuttleboy, because everything here has to do with Golf Wang, sneakers, clothing, and more Shuttleboy.